the chilling murder of Abby Choi that shocked Hong Kong. She had it all: fame, fashion, and a fairy tale life, until she vanished. If you were scrolling Instagram in early 2023, you might have seen her, Abby Choi. Elegant, glowing, draped in Dior or Chanel, brushing elbows with the elite in Monaco, Paris, or Milan. To the average person, she was living the dream. A 28-year-old model and socialite with over 100,000 followers, 4 beautiful children, and a luxurious lifestyle that screamed success. But just days after her final post, an editorial shoot for L'Officiel Monaco, Abby vanished. One moment, she was supposed to pick up her daughter from school. The next, she was gone. And 3 days later, what police discovered in a rented village house in the quiet suburb of Tai Po wasn't just shocking, it was the kind of stuff nightmares are made of. This isn't just a murder story, it's a real-life horror film, with twists, betrayals, and a mystery that still lingers in the air. If you're into true crime, buckle up. This one's a ride through hell. Who was Abby Choi? Born and raised in Hong Kong, Abby Choi Tin Fung wasn't just another pretty face on Instagram. She was deeply embedded in the city's fashion and social scenes, invited to elite events, featured in international magazines, and well-connected with designers and influencers alike. By 28, Abby was a mom of 4, balancing motherhood with modeling gigs and brand collabs. Despite being young, she was remarkably poised, described by friends as kind, generous, and ambitious. She had divorced her first husband, Alex Kwong, years prior, but maintained a cordial co-parenting relationship with him for the sake of their 2 kids. She later married Chris Tam, the son of a wealthy Hong Kong businessman, and had 2 more children. She wasn't just a fashionista. She was a woman trying to build a bridge between family, fame, and financial independence. But behind that glamorous curtain, something sinister was brewing. The disappearance that shattered illusions. 2023. February 21st, 2023. Abby doesn't show up to pick up her daughter from school. This wasn't just mom forgot or mom's running late. Abby was dependable, especially with her kids. Her family immediately knew something was off and reported her missing that same day. The clock started ticking. Police began tracking her last known movements, and quickly, their attention turned to a rented house in Lung Mei Tsuen, an eerily quiet neighborhood about 30 minutes from the Chinese mainland. It was barely furnished. No one really lived there. But the kitchen? The kitchen was a crime scene straight from a horror movie. What they found was beyond gruesome. Inside the house, investigators made a discovery that chilled even the most seasoned officers. Abby's dismembered legs were found stuffed into a refrigerator. That wasn't all. In a large stainless steel soup pot, yes, a pot, police found a skull, ribs, and strands of long hair boiled with carrots and radishes, a literal human stew. They also found a meat grinder, electric saws, face shields, raincoats, and gloves. Evidence that the place was prepped like a murder lab. The walls were lined with plastic sheets to catch blood spatter. It wasn't just a killing. It was planned. Meticulously. Her skull had a gaping hole, indicating a fatal blow to the head. Police believe that was the cause of death before her body was chopped and cooked. It was clear this wasn't spontaneous rage. It was cold, calculated murder. The suspects, a family affair. Here's where the plot thickens, and it starts sounding like something out of Parasite or a Lifetime thriller. The prime suspects? Abby's ex-husband's entire family. Alex Kwong, her 28-year-old ex-husband, was arrested trying to flee by speedboat, carrying cash and $500,000 USD worth of luxury watches. Anthony Kwong, Alex's older brother, 31, was the one who drove Abby on the day she disappeared. Kwong Kao, their 65-year-old father and a retired cop, allegedly orchestrated the whole thing. Jenny Lee, their mother, 63, was arrested for trying to destroy evidence. The motive? According to police, it boiled down to money, specifically a luxury apartment in Kadoorie Hill, one of the priciest areas in Hong Kong, that Abby had bought but placed under Kwong Kao's name. When she reportedly planned to sell it, tensions escalated. The Kwongs felt threatened. Losing that apartment meant losing face, stability, and their slice of the high life. What did they do? They rented a house and allegedly set a trap. A house built not to host family dinners or birthday parties, but to kill. The arrests and the aftermath. After Abby's remains were discovered, police moved fast. Between February 24th and March 7th, 7 suspects were arrested, including Nong Chi Wing, a 47-year-old woman and Kwong Kao's mistress, 2 others accused of helping Alex escape, a 29-year-old woman caught in mainland China and extradited back. Meanwhile, police dug through landfills, sewer drains, and even sewage pipes in a desperate attempt to find Abby's missing hands and torso. To this day, those parts have never been found. In court, the main suspects were denied bail. Alex Anthony and Kwong Kao were later charged with preventing lawful burial, and Jenny's charge was modified to obstructing a police investigation linked to a separate 2015 theft case. The trial is still ongoing. No verdict yet. But what's already known is bone-chilling. Why this case shook Hong Kong to its core. Hong Kong is one of the safest cities in the world. Its murder rate, incredibly low, just 0.2 to 0.9 homicides per 100,000 people. Compare that to 4.4 to 6.5 in the US, and you see why this case hit differently. Even more jarring, the nature of the crime. Dismemberment cases are rare there. The last time the city saw something remotely similar was the infamous 1999 Hello Kitty murder, where a woman's skull was found inside a plush toy. This time, it wasn't just the violence. It was who did it. A family. People Abby once trusted. People who were supposed to care for the mother of their grandchildren. Some on Chinese social media likened it to Parasite, the film about class war and desperation. Others said it was even darker than fiction. Abby's Instagram, it gained 20,000 more followers posthumously. Her comment sections flooded with shock, sadness, and digital candles. Her children, they're left behind with questions they may never get full answers to. The lingering mystery. We still don't know everything. Why did they go this far? Was it purely about money, or was there something deeper, something more emotional? What really happened in that house during Abby's final hours? And the biggest question of all, where are the missing parts of her body? This isn't over. The court hasn't issued a final verdict. But one thing is clear. This case pulled back the curtain on the dark side of wealth, family, and betrayal. Abby's story deserves to be known, not just for the horror she endured, but for the unsettling truth that sometimes the people closest to you can become your greatest threat.